Okay, I'm just talking from an employer's point of view now, because there's nothing special about you. Do you understand? I'm going to be a bit mean tonight, Mr. Doshtobeck. I'm going to be a bit mean tonight. Okay, I'm going to be a bit cruel tonight. The truth is, there's nothing special about you. From a boss point of view, your resumes are in millions, not hundreds, not thousands, millions. You are no different from anyone on the streets of Vietnam, Philippines, Myanmar, India, the African nations, things like that. Okay, so this is important. You are not special enough to be prioritized for a job. Okay, so what we call this under the HR term is called common people. Common people. So what is common people? Common people means common jobs, administration, accounting, customer service, junior engineers, junior IT people, junior HR people, work in a factory, work in a shop, work in a hotel, work in, all these common jobs. So common jobs' biggest problem is there are too many resumes. Too many. If I'm a Myanmar boss, if I'm from Myanmar, right? And I put an advertisement out, I want to hire office ladies. How many resumes do you think I'll receive? You're from Myanmar. Some of you are from Myanmar. So if I put an advertisement, accounting personnel in Vietnam, how many resumes will I receive? Those Vietnamese people here, you know the answer. What about Philippines? Customer service positions. How many Filipinos will apply? Miss Louisiana R. Gatudula. Uncountable. That is the problem. The problem you got to analyze first is not just CV first. CV is important, yes, but that is the main problem now. This is the biggest problem mankind, that means all of us, face today. Too much competition. So can you imagine if I put an advertisement in India now, and then the position is sales position, salary $800 to 1,500 USD. I will receive thousands of resumes. So do you know how HR people work today? I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the ugly truth. No HR, sad but true, no HR in the world will read 1,000 resumes in a day. So what they do, they press tick, 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 delete. There's a high chance, and I mean a high chance, that nobody even read your resume. Think carefully. There's a high chance that no one even read your resume. That's the truth. Okay, so that's number one. Unfortunately, this is something that I felt that I should take over this class tonight. I understand that Mr. Wally is the one that's supposed to teach you. I want to take over this class tonight because I want you to tell you the truth of how HR people work today. the chances of them reading your resume is limited. I'll be honest with you. Like even some of you want to apply jobs in my company. I receive hundreds of resumes every day. Do you really believe that I read it? Look at my face now. This is an honest face now. Do you really believe that I read it, Mr. Joseph? Correct. I press tick, 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 delete. I swear. At least I'm being honest with you guys, huh? I swear. Okay, so that is the number one challenge. How to ensure that the HR people read your resume. And that's why, don't you find it very strange that you guys have been sending a lot of resume out for so many years, so many months, so many weeks, so many days, you receive nothing, absolutely nothing. True? Who agrees with me? Put a thumbs up. Come on, don't be honest, right? You see? So that is problem number one. So how are we going to overcome the problem? So I'm going to change tonight's training a bit, okay? Now, of course, the main topic is to how to write a killer CV, which I will teach you, but I'm going to teach you something a bit different. How to get the job that you want. I think that's the topic that you need to learn today. Right? That's what you really want, huh? Okay, so let's talk about the CV first. Now, resumes. Okay, now I'm a Singapore boss. Okay, I'm a Singapore boss. I'm Chinese. I'm not racist. Okay, Mr. Govind, wave to everybody. Okay, Mr. Govind is an Indian. So for those people that think that I'm a racist, you're dumb because I'm not. Okay, but unfortunately, 80% of the bosses are prejudiced, racist, biased people. 80%. Now, the first thing you need to do is your name. I know it sounds crazy, right? Your name. Now, because I'm a Singaporean Chinese boss, now I'm not racist because I hire people from different countries. But if I see names that are unfamiliar, names that I cannot pronounce, do you think I will call you for interview? Think carefully, yeah? So imagine your name is an African name. Dane, Diani, Achuel. Man, I cannot pronounce your name, man. I cannot pronounce your name. Okay. Now, it's not your fault, Mr. Dane, because you're African. That's your name. That's your heritage. That's your family name, right? But I'm going to tell you, never put an English name. Put an English name like Sharon. Put an English name like Sally. Put an English name like John, David, Eric, Joseph, right? If you want to apply jobs, especially overseas, bosses want to be able to pronounce your name. Like for example, Miss Aya Peng. Is that, I'm not sure, is that right pronunciation? Peng. You see? So one of the key features of people today is the name plays an important part in terms of your interview. Okay? In terms of your interview. So you see, like, for example, again, let me explain again. You got to understand, I'm not being racist, all right? I know some Africans will tell me, hey, but I'm an IT expert. They should look at my resume instead of my name, right, Mr. Deng? You're wrong, because there's a lot of IT people in Philippines as well. Why should they hire you? Right? There's a lot of IT experts in Myanmar. Why should they hire you? There's a lot of IT experts in UK, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, India, Malaysia. so on, so on, so on. So to get a job, the first thing, this is a technical question, the first thing is to be able to allow people to feel comfortable with you. They have to feel comfortable with you. Because if they don't feel comfortable with you, they are not going to ask you out. You are not the only IT expert in Africa. There are thousands and millions of people that are in your industry. You see? So the name plays an important part for the first impression. Like some of you have Vietnamese name, Nung Yong Trang Thang Luk. Man, if you want to apply a job in Australia, you use this name. They're not going to hire you. I'm sorry. Miss Agulugaha Gamage. You know, oh man, you're Sri Lankan, man. Sri Lankan have what, 15 words in one name? Some Sri Lankans that I know have 15 words in one name. Okay. Do you know why Filipinos, Filipinos, and I'm not being a racist again, please, this is based on statistics, okay? Why Filipinos have the most jobs abroad? It's true. This is true, There are a lot of Filipinos in Australia, a lot of Filipinos in UK, a lot of Filipinos in Singapore, a lot of Filipinos in Malaysia, a lot of Filipinos in US, Canada. Why? Why? Because they have names like Sharon, Joseph, Sally, Roseanne, Jesse. You see? Jesse, right? Julie, Emily. You see? So today, Kenneth. You see? And that's why Filipinos, don't you find it strange why people prefer Filipinos than Vietnamese, Indians, Bhutanese, Africans? Think about this. What's the real reason? What's the real reason? You didn't realize that, right? Think carefully, yeah. I believe that a lot of you been to many countries. You see a lot of Filipinos everywhere, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, right? Because they have pronounceable names. Easy to pronounce names. And that's why Filipinos, without you realizing it, are the #1 export workers in the world. Man, even in Taiwan, Taiwan is a Chinese country, right? They hire a lot of Filipinos there. I mean, a lot, man. So your name plays an important part on your resume. Humans are like that. When they read your name, Nagawa Liga, I can't pronounce the name. I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Nagawa. I will not call you for an interview. Is that a Japanese name or Bhutanese name? So I'm confused. You see now? All right. So the first thing is for those people that does not have an English name. I know some of you don't want to increase and put an English name, but if you want to listen to me, please, like a name like John, Eric, Lily. It doesn't matter. You don't have to change your birth certificate. You understand? You don't have to change your birth certificate. You don't have to change your passport. Nobody's going to tell you to change your surname. So don't worry. It's only for interviews. So the first, like Mr. Kadek, you see, it's hard to pronounce. It's hard to pronounce. I know some of you think that I'm racist. I'm not. It's statistics, facts. Filipinos are the most export workers in the world. You see Filipinos work in Dubai, and Dubai is a Muslim state. Go figure. Filipinos are the #1 export workers in Dubai. And Dubai is a Muslim state. And I have never met a Filipino Muslim in my life. So the name plays an important part for people to get familiar. Because you guys got to always remember this. A lot of you are not applying for a CEO position. A lot of you are not applying for a top scientist position or top engineer position or top manager position. A lot of you are applying for general work. General work means teachers, admin, accounts, customer service, those type of jobs that normal people do every day. So that's #1. Okay, please have a name that is easy for people to pronounce. The easier your name is to pronounce, the easier they will call you to come up for interview, because no bosses will read 1,000 resumes per day. That is ridiculous. Okay, so that's problem #1, the name. Problem #2, your objective. Now, always remember this. When you want a job, the key is not to impress the person with a few pieces of paper. The key is to trick the boss to talk to you. Every employer in the world will all know that all resumes are bloated. You know what's bloated? Exaggerated. Okay, just like 90% of the people here, you wrote exaggerated resumes. No? Oh, yes, Miss Roseanne. Yes, you know that, right? Can you speak Chinese? Yes. Are you willing to work hard? Yes. Can you work 15 hours shift a day? Yes. Can you do IT? Yes. Can you manage people? Yes. You see, all bosses in the world, they know. All right, bosses are not that stupid. Please do not underestimate their intelligence. They are just politically friendly. Politically friendly means they just don't want to tell that in your face. They all know that most resumes are bloated. Bloated means exaggerated by 20 to 50%. That is a fact. Okay, that's why I don't read resumes anymore. If you ever apply a job in my company, I never read resumes. Govid, I don't even know what major you are, right? You know that, right, Govid? Yeah, I don't even know what studies is he from, man. Seriously, I never even read his resume. Okay, because I know that 4 resumes are bloated between 50 to 20%. Exaggeration. Okay, so all bosses know that. So your resume has to be a bit unique. First, I repeat again, have a friendly name. You don't have to type your full name, for God's sakes. Okay, please, Miss Agu Luguha Gamage, you don't even have space to write your name there. Can you see that? Okay, so your purpose is not to impress the world which country you're from. Your purpose is to get the job. That's your purpose. Understand your objective. Your objective is to get the job. Your objective is not to impress people, your heritage, your ancestors, your beautiful name. No. Okay, your purpose is to get a job. So try to keep the name 2 words. Just 2 words will do. Just 2 words. Okay, and one more thing. The key is to trick the employer to see you. The key is not to close the deal with the resume. Most people today, they create resume and they want to close the deal. You know, close the deal? That means Maria Dina will send a resume over and he thought that she can get a job just like that. Mr. Roman Shaman, you know, Romana Shaman, you know, you send your resume, you want to close the deal. No, a resume is to trick the boss to call you back so that you have a chance to talk to him and impress him with your intelligence. Okay, Miss Agugu. You see, I can't even pronounce your name. Now you know why there are not many Sri Lankans in my country now. And there are so many Filipinos here. I can't pronounce your name. You see? So remember this. Choose two names. A name that is easy to pronounce. A nickname, doesn't matter. It's a nickname. It's not a real name. It's a nickname. And a surname will do. Okay? So that is very, very important. So on your resume, it shouldn't be 15 pages. Oh God, you know, some people thought that resumes are like essay writing. You know, essay writing, they want to fill up 15 pages, 16 pages. And then when I see you at the age of 30, man, if you're going to change 16 jobs in 6 years of your life, I am not going to hire you. That means you're a job hopper. On your resume, 3 jobs is enough. Do you understand? I don't care even if you work 15 years with 15 jobs or 100 jobs. No. Resume, 3 jobs. That's it. 3 jobs. Okay, 3 jobs. Choose the 3 prominent positions that you want. Okay, that is important. 3 jobs. Do not put, because you're not applying for a CEO position. You're applying for normal positions. So 3 positions is enough. Okay, so that's important. The next one, your resume has to customize to the industry. Now, a lot of people like to do the lazy work. You know what's lazy work? Lazy work means you design one resume and then you email to 3 million companies using the same resume. Oh, please, you're not fishing. You know what fishing is? You know what fishing is? Fishing means you just throw a rod and you hope you can catch a fish. Right? Most of you do like that, right? Yes or no? Come on, yes or no? Put a thumbs up, right? You design one resume, just one, and you email to 30,000 companies, like fishing. Like fishing. Right? Miss Lulu Mifa Takhu Salas. You see, I can't pronounce your name. I can't pronounce your name. So that's important, you understand? Put an English name in the front. You know, nobody tell you to change your passport, you understand? Just for interviews, that's all. Okay? So I repeat, your resumes must be customized to a certain industry. So example, let's say if you send your resume to IT companies, that means your resume must be structured and designed towards IT companies. If you send your resumes to engineer companies, you must design your resumes for engineering companies. Okay, what do I mean by this? Colors, words, front page, designs, structure. Okay, now all bosses in the world, they all know that you throw your resume out like you don't care. We all know. Seriously, we all know. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So It depends on which company you want to apply for. Let's say if you want to apply for Singapore company. So a Singapore company is Chinese. Okay, Chinese. Now, the photo that you put on your resume is important. Okay, because Chinese people like clean cut. Clean cut. MNC companies, they like clean cut. Now, let's imagine Mr. Deng. Mr. Deng, hey man, you look like an American gangster if you don't smile. Now, I'm not a racist, I repeat again. You really look like a man. I deal with a lot of Africans, so I understand they are not bad people, right? But we have some stupid, idiot, racist bosses in the world that have never been to Africa. You understand? So can you imagine, African passport photos, they look like, they look so cool, they don't want to smile. They're like, rap music, rap song. Like a lot of your photos are like that. Did you realize that? Like you are in a rap song, rap album, you're doing rap music. Look at my face. Do I look like you now? Now, smiling is important. Okay, let me explain to you one more time. The first thing an employer looks is at the photo. At the photo. Okay, yes, the world shouldn't be biased, but it is. If you are a very, very ugly person, please do something to your smile, please, like that. Yeah, like that. I don't care. When you smile, they must see your teeth. Not like that. No. Okay. Okay. I repeat, to like the Central Asian people don't smile as well, because I have Central Asian staff. Oh my God. I don't know why Central Asians doesn't like to smile. When they smile, it's like that. You can never see their teeth. Passport photo on the resume, they must see your teeth. Like that. You see, look at me now, everybody. Look at me now. A lot of people don't understand. Simple things matters on your resume. You see? Mr. Deng, show me your teeth. Hurry up. There, you see? Look at his face. Look at his face. Hey, man, look at it. You see his face? Did you not see his face? Look at him. Like, he looks like an American gangster, right? But when he starts to smile with his teeth, he looks like a different person. I don't understand why a lot of people like to put stupid looking passport photo like he's Jay-Z or DMX or Tupac, like all the rap stars, pictures. Stop that. A photo is, because they cannot, you see, you got to understand this. The only thing that is real, that they can really believe, is your photo. Resumes can be bullshit. You can say that you come from the University of Cambridge. Who's going to know? Nobody's going to know. It's just a few lettering, right? But the photo is the first thing that employer always see. So please, your photo has to be a smile with your teeth. Like Mr. Nadui, you look like an American gangster as well. Smile, please. Show me your teeth. Mr. Nadi, tada, I see, look. Yeah, you see? Man, you look like a different person. You see, you look like a different person. So people don't understand this. Like the Vietnamese people don't smile as well. Look at Miss Long, Kang Hyun, Mr. Nguyen Tang, Trang Tang, look. Smile. Hey, you're not going for a beauty contest. You're not taking an Instagram photo. I know some of you don't like to take pictures and you do filtering on your Instagram photo. Yes, that's for Instagram. You see, look at Mr. Look at it, look at you smile just now. See, your teeth come. You see, you look beautiful. You see? You see? So people don't understand this. The passport photo is the first thing the boss will always observe. And if you're from Africa, I'm sorry, my African friends. I'm so sorry. I know some of you will say that I'm racist. I'm not, but many bosses in the world are racist. Okay, let's get real first, huh? If you think that the world is not a racist country, you live in Disneyland. You better start working at Disneyland, okay? The world is a racist, biased country. So from those people from the Middle East, you better smile more. From those people from Africa, you better smile more. Like again, the Pakistani people don't smile. I don't understand why. They just don't smile. Yeah, you see, look, Mr. Romana, you see your teeth come out? You look like a different person. You look handsome. You look sweet. You look that I can approach you. Because the pictures must be approachable, not handsome, not pretty. People don't understand this. When it comes to jobs, people must look at you that you are approachable, you are teachable, you are sincere, you are willing to learn. So you must have a friendly face. Now, seriously, I mean, no offense. Please look at your passport photo tonight. Man, now I'm not going to be racist, Mr. Romana. Okay, I'm not, Mr. Shaman, I'm not racist, but I can tell you the truth. Man, if I'm Chinese, okay, now I'm different. I'm not ignorant. Okay, I speak to a lot of Pakistanis. I think that Pakistanis are very good people, right? But guess what? Many stupid asshole bosses in the world, they think that every Pakistani is a terrorist. This is how stupid they are. Okay? I'm sorry, this is how stupid some people are. And that's why your photo is more important than the rest. Why? It's because they will look at your photo first before they call you up. And please send your resumes with photos. One of the biggest mistakes that people like to do is they don't like to send your resume with photo. Okay, I know some of you don't like to do that. Okay, but please do it. That is very, very important. And remember, I repeat to you guys one more time. When you smile, they must see this. Yeah, see Grace, you see? There you go. They must see this. They must. Okay? They must see this all the time. All the time. But do it natural. Don't do it weird. Make sure you look at the mirror before you take a picture. Like some of you do it really, really weird. Okay, make sure it's natural. So look at the mirror before you take the picture and make it natural like that. All right. Stop. All right, so please, that is very, very important. Okay, don't make it natural. Okay. All right, so that's the thing. Now, 3 jobs. I repeat again. Like for example, Diana, Erica. I know your name is Princess. Don't put the name Princess in the front when you send your resume out. Okay, don't do that. Okay, seriously, don't do that. All right, put Diane, Erica, just nice. Like for example, Miss Aya Peng. Maybe you put Christine Peng. Christine Peng. You see, Christine Peng. You see, sounds better. Seriously. And remember, it's only for jobs. I'm not telling you to change your passport. So don't go and change your name and change your passport. All right. Your heritage is still very important to you. Like Lorenzo Gotowon, but I can't pronounce your middle name. I can't. So when I cannot pronounce names, I will not hire you. Okay? That is important. Name, passport. 3, jobs. That's it. 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Do not put 15 jobs. Do not put, I know some of you have been changing a lot of jobs. 15 jobs, 200. Don't. No, you are only 25. If you change 15 jobs, that means you are a stupid job hopper that nobody wants to hire you. Okay? Don't try to impress, when you're age of 30 and you try to impress your 15 jobs to an employer. No. Okay, so that's number 3. And the design of the resume will fit into what companies you want to work for. Now, this is something that I always do, and I hope maybe you can learn something a bit different. So if you want to apply for an engineer position, that means your front page must design a bit like engineering. Okay, if you want to apply for, like, I don't know, put a picture in the front, put something in the front. Okay, why? It's because every time when a HR look at resumes, they will look at several things. First, the name. Secondly, your photo. Third, your experience and maybe your education. But then they receive hundreds of resumes every day. Hundreds. Some companies, even thousands, like the MNCs, the multinational corporation, perhaps even millions. They receive millions of resumes every month. So the front page, you have to design something that is a bit unique so that people can remember you. You understand? People that can remember you. Like, for example, everybody look at Lorenzo's Zoom. Now, Mr. Lorenzo Gotong Wong Ban. Look at him now, everybody. You look at his surrounding, look at his back end, his backdrops. Look at his backdrops, huh? You see his backdrops? So something like that. I don't know, like something like that to make, put something special at the front page so that will make you a bit, ahead of time. Why? No matter how much you write on your resume, everybody will write the same. Always remember this. I'm going to teach you something practical. No matter what you write on your resume, everybody is going to write the same. And a lot of bosses is not going to believe. Do you understand? I'm sorry, this is how the real world works. Okay? If you ever send resume to my personal email, I will delete it. This is how the real world works. I'm telling you. So again, the key is to make people remember you while they read your resume. Yes, you can say that you work in Russia, you can work in America. Yes, it's true, but other resumes will have similar content as well. Do you understand? They will have similar content as well. So why should they choose you? So maybe your front page going to be a bit unique. And trust me, your photo will be so special because among all the resumes that they will see, you're the guy that's going to smile with your teeth this big. That makes people take notice of your resume. Because they're going to call you up for interview anyway to justify what you can do. You understand? But the problem now is they receive too many resumes a day. So when you receive a lot of resumes a day, they have a hard time to choose who is real, who is this, who is that. So usually they will choose stupid reasons. And maybe they will look at the skin color, similar skin color, easier pronounced names, more striking resumes, The professional way doesn't work anymore. I know I know a lot of you will tell me my university did not teach me to write resumes like that, right? Right, Mr. Jackson? Man, you have the look, man. You're going to tell me, but boss, you know, a lot of my universities didn't teach me to write resumes like that. They teach me how to be professional. Mr. Jackson, if it works, you will not be here today. Do you understand? Because every resume is professional now. I have never seen an unprofessional resume. So what makes you think that your resume is so professional to a point that Mr. Obama from America will hire you to work as a right-hand man? You see? So the whole thing is the image, because most resumes are very, very similar now. Very, very similar now. Now, I know some of you are in HR. Look at all their resumes. Similar. Really. Similar. So when every resumes are similar, you know what they will do? Some of the asshole bosses, if the manager is a man, usually they will choose the prettiest girls. It's true. I'm going to tell you, I have a manager called Sador in Uzbekistan. My God, that guy is an asshole. I really scolded him. We have so many pretty girls working for us in Uzbekistan. This is a true story. This is a true story. Okay? This is a real true story, which I scolded him. Okay? All our Uzbekistan are all women, all very good looking women. You mean there's no man that can work anymore? Correct. Now you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Yeah. Some of you don't believe me. Oh, please. Please. This is hard. If you don't believe me, you're dumb. Really, you're dumb. I'm sorry. You shouldn't get a job if you don't believe me. Okay? So that's number one. Then number two, your photos. Okay, the photos have to be, because now we live in a modern world, you know, so your photos have to be, you know, like smiling and a bit casual. Okay, now, you know, like some of you have this really passport photo. You got a passport photo with the tie, with the jacket, and you're not smiling. Stop it. Stop. Okay, stop it. Now I saw Mr. Ting Mang Hin's photo. My God, it's gonna for you to hard to get a job. But if you look at Miss Monalyn Mabong photo, I think one of the person that switched off the videos. Look at Miss Monalyn Mabong photo. Everybody look at Miss Monalyn's. You see, she's smiling, she's casual, right? She looks like she's approachable. She looks like she's friendly, you know. So remember this: neat and casual, and smiling all the time, and that's it. Seriously, it's really that simple. It's really that simple, right? I don't believe that resumes are supposed to be complex. Okay, unless you are into those difficult jobs like welding or oil drilling, you know, or graphic designing, or you know, those really, really technical positions. If the positions are very, very technical, then you have to put in the skill sets that you have very technically, because they read at your technical skills. So again, I always believe that resumes, the purpose of resumes is to bullshit your boss so that your boss will call you up for an interview. It's true. Okay, that is my belief. That has always been my belief. You can write an impressive resume, a 1,600-page resume, and no one calls you. It's still a shit resume. I repeat again. I repeat to everybody one more time. You can write a 1,500-page resume. Very, very impressive. Even the PhD holders of the world will give you a 5-star rating on your resume. But if nobody calls you, it's still a shit resume. Do you understand? Remember, the purpose of a resume is to get the boss to call you for an interview. That is the purpose. Your purpose of the resume is not to impress the boss with 15,000-page history. Okay, I repeat again. I repeat to everybody one more time. The purpose of a resume is not to sell you. The purpose of a resume is to ensure that the employer calls you so that you can impress him with the words you speak from your mouth. I know a lot of you are university trained. University people will tell you, write a professional resume. It didn't work. It did not work. Okay, never get professors to teach you how to find a job. Okay, remember this statement, okay? They don't get jobs, they don't find jobs. So what makes you think they're the expert at jobs? Do you know why I didn't go to school when I was young? You want to know the real reason why I didn't go to school when I was young? I'll tell you what's the real reason, because I'm not going to be taught by teachers that have never done business in their lives regarding business. Same thing. Professors are good in teaching you systems, yes, a HR system, a customer service systems, right? It's called academic programs. Practitioner programs are taught by people like me, the real stuff. So I repeat to everybody again, your resume is not to impress people with your eloquency, with your history, with your storylines, because all these HR receive thousands of resumes every day, and they are not going to read every single resume. Okay, especially countries like Australia, Singapore, Canada, America, Japan, South Korea, all those countries where you want to work because of the high wages, they receive millions of resumes every month. They're not going to read it. Okay, so remember this. The resume should be designed in a way that people will remember you. Just like all the men here, right? Okay, all the men like Alex, Mr. Ang Za Nai, Mr. Nguyen Trang Tan Luk, Mr. Lorenzo, Mr. Govit. When you look at the resume, if that girl is beautiful on the passport photo, oh my God, you will call her down for an interview. Right, Lorenzo? You see, man up. At least you're honest. There you go. I'm sorry, but that's how the real world works. Okay? I'm sorry, you see, at least Lorenzo have the guts to admit that's what he would do. Okay? So that's important. Okay? Remember, resumes are tools to trick the boss to call you back. Remember that. Some of you might not have degrees, right? Right? So if you don't have a degree, never. I know this is what you do. I study second year in a university. Stop that. It's either you have a degree or you don't. So instead of putting yourself as study second year in a university, you should just put the course modules that you study. Okay, so for example, HR, just put HR. I learned HR. something like that, rather than I'm actually a second year student in a university. No, you're not. You're a high school student. Okay, the bosses are not stupid. So when they interview you, they'll ask you, hey, where your degrees come from? And then you cannot answer him. And, oh, sir, actually, I only study second year. Right, Mr. Rosan? You look like the kind of person that will write second year university student, right? So when you write yourself in a way like this, the employers will ask you, which university you're from? Oh, sorry, sir, I only study second year. That means you're putting yourself in a way that you're trapped. You understand? You're trapped. So some people like to put big words to impress people. Yes, you can do that if you put big words, but you got to be mentally prepared that they will ask you big questions as well. Okay, so this is also very, very important. Okay, so I repeat one more time before I move to the next topic. The purpose of a resume is to ensure the boss call you back so that they can talk to you. They can talk to you. A resume is not to close the deal. You know what's close the deal? They look at your resume and they hire you just like that. No. I know a lot of you are thinking like that, right? You're thinking like that. You thought that your resume is to close the deal. No. No. Okay? No. The resume is not to close the deal. The resume is to get people to call you back. Understand? To call you back. And that's why pretty girls around the world always have job opportunities. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't say something like that, but hey, man, I'm not the kind of person. Govind is one of the ugliest men in India, and I hire him. Govind, show your face to everybody. So I'm not the kind of person, okay? Govind is one of the ugliest men in India, and I hire him. All right, so I'm not the kind of person, but unfortunately, pretty girls always have job interviews. Now you get it, guys? I know I sound a bit sickening, but that's how the real world works. Okay, because those people that interview people are like you. You got to always remember this. They are just like you. So what do you want to see in a resume? You should ask yourself this question. Will you read 3,000 resumes a day? Miss Nuila, if you are HR manager, would you read 3,000 resumes a day? I don't think so. Don't act professional with me. Oh no, it is my duty to read 3,000. Oh, bullshit. You know you're not going to read. You're going to delete at least 80% of them. Okay? And then you're going to be prejudiced when you see a name like Mr. Lorenzo Gotawang Ba Abu Yahe. You are not going to call him. You're not. That's the truth. That is the truth. You're not going to call him. And then when you see Mr. Nung Yen with his criminal face, criminal face, you're not going to call him as well. That is the truth. Remember, the HR are just like you. Understand, Mr. Lorenzo? Man, if you put Angelina Jolie picture on your resume, oh God, you will have a lot of response. You understand? That's how the real world works. Now you understand why a lot of you, and please, those ladies, like I know some of you are very nice people, but please, when you take the picture, do not look like an auntie, auntie, a very old lady, okay? Please, for God's sakes. All right? Man, again, it's not me, all right? I hire old people in my company. Recently, I have a staff called Judy. she fractured her arm and she's in hospitalized now because she's so old, she fell. That's a true story. But not all bosses are like me. So those aunties, you know you're very auntie, all right? Okay, so be a modern auntie. You understand? Be a modern auntie. Okay, that's important because people look at your photos first. When they look at your photos, they want to feel relatable. You know, relatable. You're relatable. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, this guy can work for me. You know, they must feel comfortable with you first before they read the words on your resume. Miss Richelle, they saw, or John, or gone, you know, man, hey man, you look like a nice lady, but please, your photo mustn't be so auntie. Okay, that's very, very important. So today's employers, I repeat again, and this is something that everybody must always remember. The key is to secure the interview. You don't use the resume to close the deal. The interview is to close the deal. All right, guys, you understand? That makes sense, right? Yeah, I do. And that's why a lot of you have no job interviews. Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry, it's true. You know, I know I sound very cruel and very mean today. Right? Maybe Josie hates my guts now, but it's true. I'm sorry. We live in a really effed up society, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We live in a very corrupted world. We live in a very biased world. We live in a very racist world. This is the truth. Okay, I hate to admit it, but this is the truth. Okay, but it's okay. You know, I still believe that many people can do it. It's just that how you understand resumes work today. The olden days is about the content of your resumes. You know, the content, like your old professors that teach you in the school, he teach you how to get a job in 1975. Yeah, 1975 was different. It's all contents. Okay, you know why? Because in 1975, the number of degree holders is limited. In 2022, degree holders are everywhere, growing on trees. Now you understand? So you have to use a reverse way to get jobs. Okay, so now you understand the resume. So I'm going to teach you something different. It's how to get a job. Okay, now I know a lot of people, okay, this is going to be a very sensitive topic again. So I hope you guys will not be angry at me. Promise me that you will not go to my Facebook and put negative comments, Mr. Davron. Don't do it. All right, please. Okay. All right. Do not put negative comments, Mr. Otterback, on my Facebook account. Okay, good. All right. This is very important. Now listen. There is no such thing as good jobs anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Now I'm an employer. Okay. I'm a boss. Okay. The number of good jobs that exist on this earth every year will get lesser. Why? Because IT killed the jobs. You understand? Like a lot of you like to use your handphone, right? True. Your handphone has a lot of apps to make your job easier, right? So every single app that is invented, more people will lose their jobs. If there's an accounting app for businessmen to use and it costs me $150 per month, I'm not going to hire an accountant. Okay, this is the reality based on jobs now. If Indians are cheaper to hire in India, I will not bring Indians to Singapore. Okay, so I repeat again so that you understand. Many companies in America, are outsourcing their customer service department to the Philippines. Why? Because Filipinos working in Philippines is cheaper than Filipinos working in America. This is the reality situation of jobs. Okay, so I'm going to tell you. If you want to get a good job, there are three options. Option number one, you better be the best person that ever exists for this job. Because that good job that is very rare will expect a lot of KPI from you. That means you must be able to execute the task. The second way to get a good job is to work as an intern. Okay, what do I mean by this? Like for example, if Mr. Lorenzo wants to work for Deloitte in Africa, okay, Deloitte is the famous accounting firm. They call it the Big Four. Lorenzo needs to apply for an intern. Even Mr. Lorenzo has an accounting degree, it's best that you apply for an intern. Why? Because when you apply for an intern, the employers will not have high expectations on you. You understand? But of course, you need to give yourself the time frame. So I want you to imagine, if Lorenzo is looking for a big company to work, he will take years to get one. Months to years. But if you apply for an internship at Deloitte, it's different. Maybe within 2 months, he can get it. 2 months. So the key as an intern is to work your way up. So again, Lorenzo can wait for 2 years to get the job that he wants because he wants a good salary, right? So good salary jobs take time to find because there are more and more people that are unemployed. There are more and more people who are degree holders, and most companies today, they use artificial intelligence. They use cheaper, like Louis Vuitton made their bags in Bangladesh. H&M, I'm wearing a Polo Ralph t-shirt, a Polo Ralph polo shirt. It's made in Bangladesh. You see? So people got to always remember this. So it's about the time frame. So my suggestion is to work as an intern first. Okay, for example, if you want to work for Google, apply for an internship. Do not apply for a full-time job because you will have millions of people competing with you. So you could have waited 2 to 3 years before you get that job. As an intern, 2 months, you can get into the job. So obviously, when you go as an intern to a position, your objective is to calculate a time frame that allows you to have a full-time position in that particular company. Right? So the time frame could be 6 months. Because usually internship and apprenticeship is between 3 to 6 months. So during the 3 to 6 months, we call it planting the seeds. What do I mean by planting the seeds? You have to use strategy. Don't be an idiot. You know what an idiot does? I finished my internship. Why the boss never hire me? Because you're an idiot. Use the planting seeds strategy. If you need to kiss the ass of your manager, you kiss the ass of your manager. Make him happy. Work hard. Work hard. Volunteer for more work. Interns are supposed to work harder than the full-time workers. It's not the other way around, because an intern is there to learn and do. But did you realize that in today's internship, is reverse. The interns do lesser than the full-time worker. And that's why most interns, when they finish their internship, the boss do not want to give them a full-time position anymore. So if you do a calculation, the time that you spend as an intern, the higher chance you can get a full-time position. If you do a calculation in terms of the time frame, if you search for jobs, it actually takes a longer period of time. So imagine now, some of you, who wants to work in Singapore? Put up a hand. Honestly, come on, put up a hand. Who wants to work in Singapore? See, most of you want to work in Singapore, right? Now imagine I'm a Singaporean boss, right? So there you go. I'm your option. There. So how? You have to kiss my ass. I'm sorry. I mean, kiss my ass, not like, like, oh, boss, you are the most handsome. No, not the kind of kiss my ass. That means you gotta work hard. You say, boss, can I work in your company as an intern now? Right? Then I'm thinking, yeah, Jose Garcia, you look silly. Never mind, you're intern. Let's try. There you go. See, I have no expectations on you, right? So obviously, maybe Mr. Jose is really silly. Maybe, I'm not sure. So you better don't be silly during your internship. So you have to outperform the full-time workers. So when you start to outperform the full-time workers, I start to think, because you're making me think, why the hell is Ms. Garcia doing better than Mr. Govit? Mr. Govit is my full-timer, Ms. Garcia is my intern. That's called strategy. The key to jobs now is not as simple as you think it is. It's not like applying, just apply like that and you pray and you hope that you will get lucky. Yes, you will. Some of you will still have luck, 10%. And that's why only 10% of the people that you know today have the jobs that they want. 90% don't. You understand? So the key to every job is to apply for intern first. To apply for intern first, believe me, it works. So when you go in as an intern, remember, the key job of an intern is to outperform the full-timers. So Miss Josie Garcia, if I hire her as an intern and she outperformed Mr. Govit, which is the strategy that you should incorporate, my head starts to scratch a bit, right? What the hell? Why is Miss Garcia doing better than Govit? Man, every month I'm paying Govit this salary and I'm paying Garcia this salary. What the hell I want to hire Govit anymore? You see, that is the key. To get a full-time job today requires strategy. Do you understand? Not just application, strategy. You understand? So the strategy is to go in first. And you think about it, applying as an intern is much easier and faster than a full-time position. Right? Yes, I know the salary will be lesser compared to the full-time person. Less salary is better than no salary. Because while you wait for the job that you want, 2 years of no salary. And after 2 years, there is still a high chance that you still not be able to get the job that you want. But as long as Ms. Garcia managed to get an internship into the company that she wants to work for, there is hope because she has one foot in. So whatever she does in that company will depend on her now. Okay, this is the new way to get jobs today. I'm telling you. Or you really believe that you're the best. Okay, if you really, really believe that you're the best, that's different. You don't need to apply for an internship. I do not know whether you are the best or not. Only you have this answer. So if you are not the best, stop lying to an employer, because the employer is not stupid. He's not going to believe you if you're not the best. So, but if you're not the best, there's still a hope to get the best jobs in the world. And that is to apply for an internship first, manage to sneak into the position, manage to, like a spy, like an FBI agent, you penetrate to the country to spy. It's actually the same. It's actually the same. So you build relationships with your manager. You build relationships with your supervisor. You work hard to show to the employers what you can do. And believe me, when the employers start to see you with the lower salary, and he start to see that guy with the higher salary, and he start to scratch his head and say, what the hell? This younger intern is doing better than my full-time staff. And you think about it, the whole project would take about 3 to 6 months. It's better to do this than to hang out in your house, hoping that after 2 years, you can get the jobs that you want. Understand? Are we clear? Trust me, it works. It really works. This is how I got my first job in this industry. I'll share you what my experiences are. I remember, I'm just like you, but worse than you, in fact. I didn't finish my high school, right? So I remember I had a hard time finding the job that I want. This is a true story. I had a hard time. So one beautiful day, I was a loser, a loser. Oh God, I said, I'm such a loser. What do I have to do anyway? So what I did was, I remember I get involved in the education industry, right? So I remember I told my boss this statement. I said, boss, it's okay. The first month, you don't have to pay me anything. I really use the word, you don't have to pay me anything. But if I'm able to do this job, please hire me accordingly. Now, this is another interview strategy that I can teach you. The next interview that you go for, that you really, really want this job, talk to the boss like that. Sir, I'll work for you free for 1 month. Say this statement. If I'm good, use me. If I'm no good, don't use me. I'm telling you, 70% of the bosses will hire you. 70%. But you make sure you must be good. You don't go there like a clown, silly guy, and then you burn down his shop, or you burn down his office because you're that silly. You understand? Really, use this statement. Miss Majula, really, use this statement. Really, I'm not shitting you, really. Seriously, I'm not shitting you, really. The next time you go for, do not, you see, a lot of people always look at the glass half empty. You know what's half empty? Oh, what happened if the boss don't want to hire me and don't pay me salary? Yes, there is a possibility, but I'm a half glass full person. It's like gambling, you understand? Worst case scenario, you lose 1 month wages. Best case scenario, you get a full-time job that you want in your life. Or you prefer to hang out in your home, sending resumes to 3 million companies, hoping that somebody will hire you. Is that what you want? Seriously, I want you to think carefully now. Tomorrow when you go for an interview, if you have interviews, if you apply the job that you want, a job that you really, really like, the pay is beautiful, right? The work is real. Tell the boss like this, sir, I don't care about the first month's salary. Hire me. If I can do the job, reward me. If I can't do the job, hey, 1 month later, I will leave. It's true. 100% they will give you a chance. They will, because you're free and there's no risk for an employer. An employer mindset is like this. They want to minimize risk. Minimize risk means they don't want to waste the salary if you can't do this job. Minimizing risk. And that's why they want to interview you. That's why they want to look at your resume. That's why they want to have a salary negotiation with you, because they want to minimize risk. So if you have the confidence to tell the employer like that, hey, man, hire me. If I can do the job, you pay me. If I can't, I will leave in 1 month's time. And that's how I got into this industry. And after 20 years, I've created so many things over the last 20 years. Really. Now, how many of you dare to say this? You should. Because for those people that have no jobs, you have nothing to lose. Do you understand? If you are unemployed now, you should do it, because you have nothing to lose. So you should be doing it. It's not about whether you have been taken advantage of. No, it's not. It's really, really not. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, they will sack you anyway. Let's say if I give you a job and after 4 months, you still cannot do the job, I will still sack you anyway. There's no bloody difference. A job is about knowledge to execute the task that has been given to you to create value. You understand? So this is the 3 best ways to get jobs. So I repeat again, when you go for an interview, if you really, really like this company, and if you really, really like the salary they're offering to you, like maybe you look at the advertisement, they're offering 2,000 USD per month. This is the job that you really, really want, and the pay is really, really good. Tell the boss like that, because you want to be different from the other interviewers. The other interviewees will not have the guts to tell you. So you have competition. So you got to outshine your competition. Seriously, if everybody, if everybody approached me today, now I'm a typical boss. If everybody approached me today, sir, I'm willing to work for you 1 month for free. If I can do the job, please hire me. If I can't do the job, don't hire me. Hey man, I will hire you, really. And then you'll be given 1 month. That means you have a fighting chance. You have a fighting chance. That's what you want. You want the $2,000 salary. You want the $3,000 salary. You want the $5,000 salary. You want a fighting chance. And then if Miss Majula, if you are able to get this free 1 month work, make sure you kick ass in the company. You know why? Because after 1 month, there's a high possibility that you can get $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Shouldn't you fight for it? You know, the biggest problem for job interviews and job, resume hunting or whatever you call it, job searching, is that most people today, they depend on luck. You know what's luck? Luck means you throw resumes out and you hope that the company of your dreams will hire you. That is called luck. That's why you always pray, I hope, the word hope, H-O-P-A. I hope that I can get this job. Hope. So if you're not lucky, you have no hope. So remember, getting jobs is strategies. Strategy. So I repeat again. Remember your names to apply for job. I'm not going to hire people that I cannot pronounce their names. Not me. I do hire people like that. I'm talking about most bosses in the world. Okay? Right? Always remember this. So strategy. So you put a nice name so that people, Sharon. See Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Easy to call, right? Sharon. See, that's why Filipinos have all the jobs in the world, overseas jobs, because they have easy names to call. You see? Number two, your photo. Remember, your photo must be a smiling face with your teeth. And please, don't be too old school. You know, like, I know you're auntie, but you don't have to tell the world that you are auntie. Okay? I know some of you are older guys. You don't have to tell the whole world that you're an older guy. So the pictures has to be fresh, casual, friendly, smiling, things like that. On your resume, remember the design has to be more special because you want people to remember your resume. 3 jobs, just explain 3 jobs. If you are not a degree holder, don't put I'm a first-year university student. I'm a second-year university student. That's bullshitting. You're trying to cheat the employer. You know, when the employer, oh, it's second year, so you're trying to confuse him. Maybe you're a degree holder. You see, you're not. Okay, you're not. So put into modules of the programs that you have learned. Okay, make your resumes to a point that people will need to call you. So when they call you, remember, even you know you're not qualified for the job, that some of you will know. Some of you will know that you're not qualified for the job. Do not force it through. Tell the boss this. Yes, I might not be qualified, but I don't mind taking an internship to do this job. You understand? Like, for example, maybe Mr. Zar9 wants to work in a marketing firm. But man, you never do marketing before, right? So when you apply for the interview, yes, you manage to confuse the employer and they're willing to talk to you. But then you know you cannot do marketing. So why are you lying to the employer? He's not going to hire you anyway if they find 6 to 7 more suitable candidates. So you know you're not good enough, it's okay. Change your interview procedure into an internship. Sir, can I be an intern with you? Let me show to you what I can do. After 3 months, if I'm good, give me this position. Give me this position if I'm good. And lastly, when you go for interviews, use strategy. All right? You are not Steve Jobs. You are not Elon Musk. You are not Bill Gates. So you need to use strategies to secure the job. So if you know that you are not going to get this job, then you show hand because you love that company. You want to work for that company. Tell the boss like this, hey, man, I can work for you for free for 1 month. Really, I can. If I can do the job, please hire me. You know, when your foot is in the company, means you have a high chance for the job. When your foot is out of the company, you're still waiting for opportunities. And when the opportunity doesn't come, you wait for 2 years, 3 years, which some of you are still waiting after 2 years. Right? Some of you have been waiting for years, not just months, years. Years, not months. Use strategy to secure jobs, especially you know you're not good enough. You know, sometimes when we apply for jobs, we know we are not good enough. We know we are. We know we are. But we try to trick the employer that you are. So Mr. Govind, the wave to everybody again. When he first applied for my job, you think I will give him a full-time job? Look at my face, Roseanne. Do you think I'll give him a full-time job? No. No, I didn't. I gave him an internship position. And guess what? A few months ago, he bought a house finally in India. Put a thumbs up if I'm telling the truth. You see? So ultimately, the key is like that. That's how we secured jobs today. I'm sorry to tell you, jobs are getting harder to find because technology are killing jobs. You understand? Technology is killing jobs today. Now, just like my last briefing that I had with you, some of you guys on Saturday, right? Now, even those people that have full-time job today, man, you better start a side hustle. You better start a side business. Seriously, you better start to have a side business. Every year, there are millions of people graduating from university. The world cannot create so many jobs every month. And do you know why pay is lower nowadays? You know why pay is lower, Sharon? Do you know why? You want to know the real reason why pay is lower? Like why Filipino pay is lower now? Why Indian people pay is lower now? Why Myanmar, Vietnamese pay is lower now? You want to know the real reason? Okay, this is maybe if you know a minister in the Philippines, the minister will tell you the truth. The real reason is because most ministers are talking to all the big bosses in the world. It's called sharing the wage. You know what's sharing the wage? That means for every $1,000 staff, I can hire 3. You understand? 300, 300, 300. You understand? That's what's happening around the world now. Okay, so if you ask me, is there such thing as a career jobs? I'm going to tell you no, especially not now. If I were you guys, okay, you better learn how to start a business somehow. That is my advice to every single one on this earth. No jobs will last forever. Technology kills jobs fast as well. Look at what's happening around the world now. Okay, so my suggestion is, if you want jobs, I'll teach you. I taught you how to write a so-called killer resume. But for those people that have jobs, please start a side business, really, before it's too late. Even your job is very secured now. Like some of you might have secured job. Because of technology, you're going to lose the job one day. I'm telling you, you should know. You have a lot of old people in your country. They lost their job. You understand? So for those people, please start a side business today. All right, guys. I think we have another half an hour. All right, so question time. So please type your questions on the chat box if you guys have any questions. Yeah, let's see how I can help you. All right, so please type your questions on the chat box. Now remember this, I know your teachers in university teach you to be professional, teach you to write a 15-page essay on your resume. It didn't work. It didn't work. Understand? If it works, you will not attend today's training because you have a great job. Understand? I know some of my words can be a bit extraordinary tonight because I seldom talk to people like this, but I'm just telling you from the real truth of a HR person. All HR people in the world are biased, racist, prejudiced people. Like some of you are from Central Asia. You know, Central Asia is a big region. Some of you come from the village. If you apply a city job, they will be racist towards you. Some of you come from Pakistan. Some of you come from, you know, country that is dominated by men. If you're a woman, they are going to show you prejudice. Some of you are Africans. If you think that all the bosses in the world are not racist, you live in Disneyland. You live in Disneyland. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Use strategies to capture jobs. Strategies. Do not use the traditional way. Okay? All right, question. Ta-da! Okay. What kind of side business are you recommending? Now, I think okay, for me, if I'm you, I think selling properties should be okay. Be a property agent. Really, I mean, this is me. Okay, maybe you're different, but because a property agent do not require you to invest in any money. You understand? So property agents are good. Number two, doing food business, but food business from your home. Because you're not rich, so please do not spend millions of dollars to open a restaurant or cafe. Do food business from your home. So for example, if Miss Irene Mirambe can do cupcakes, you know, you can design cupcakes, right? Start to sell cupcakes from your home. So learn how to do social media, digital marketing. You understand? So for the first side business, try not to get involved in business that relies a lot of capital because you are learning. You're learning, you're testing. It's like a hobby. You understand? So stop watching TikTok videos of people doing stupid dances, you know. Focus on the side hustle. Maybe Miss Huyen can make the best chicken rice in Vietnam. I do not know. Maybe she can. Just do it, you know, as a hobby, you know. Incorporate the side business as a hobby. Some of you maybe are designers by profession, you know. Some of you are designers, graphic designers. Maybe you can start to sell your artwork or your designing services to the public. You understand? So the side business is not to make money first. The side business is to get experience as a businessman or a businesswoman first. I can be your intern in the future, sir. Well, let me share you some good news. We are going to hire people soon. We're going to announce maybe end of April. So yes, please talk to our trainers. Please talk to our people. Yes, we are going to hire people. How much to enroll in Singapore to be your intern, sir? $50 million? A joke, all right? Please, oh God, please have some sense of humor, all right? I'm not sure yet, but it's not going to be expensive, all right? Please, should your religion, hometown, date of birth, and the years you acquired be excluded from your resume? It depends on what jobs you are applying for. You understand? So if you apply for overseas job, try to be as little African as possible. Do you understand? Do you guys get it? But if you apply for some jobs that is very, very Muslim or very, very religious, right? Then you have to indicate all these things. Okay, I repeat again, it depends on what job you're applying for and which company you are applying for. Man, if you're a Muslim and you apply for a job in a church and you want to work in a church, please don't put your religion there. Do you understand what I'm saying? You get it, guys? Do you understand? Put a thumbs up if you understand me. Put a thumbs up if you understand me. So that's important. Okay, depends on what kind of jobs you want to apply for. Like if you want to apply for Singapore jobs, man, we are Chinese. And sad but true, a lot of Chinese people are racist and biased. So try to not to tell people where you're from. Capture the interview first. You understand? I repeat again. The strategy is to capture the interview. So when you talk, Mr. Alex, if you talk to me and then I do not know whether you are African or not, then you have to impress me with your interview skills. You understand? So the key is to capture the interview. Like this is a true story. Recently, we have a girl that came to Singapore from the Philippines. This is a true story. She was an online student for our program. So she came to Singapore last month and then she wants to find a job in Singapore. So I told her, don't put Filipino on your resume. True story. And try to make your name a bit Chinese. Okay, it's true story. So she changed a few letters, like a Chinese name. And she managed to get a lot of interviews, really. So the magical part is she went to 6 interviews, and the first 5 interviews didn't want her because she's a Filipino. But guess what? The 6th interview, they hire her. You know why? Because she has the opportunity to express herself in front of a Chinese boss. And she managed to close the deal and she found a job in Singapore. Strategy. Please initiate us with the initial capital you start with. You mean my company? Lorenzo? My company, right? 10,000. I was broke. Okay, this is a true story. I cashed out my credit card. Okay, I was broke. Okay, I didn't have money to start a business, so I have my credit cards, so I cash it out. So if I pass, hey, I'm here today. If I fail, I'm a bankrupt. You know why? Because I have nothing to lose. You understand? So I'm a bit different from many people because I really have nothing to lose. But if you have something to lose, then my suggestion is try not to set up business with capital first. Okay, that is my suggestion to everybody because running a business is not for everyone. The emotional intelligence that's required, the information intelligence that is required is not easy. So try to sell properties, try to make some stuff at home. Like Lorenzo, I know you're from Africa. Try to sell some African, goods to America, like entertainment goods, like drawings, pictures, sell to young people, like African Americans in America, So maybe you can start to do some, paintings, African original paintings, something like that, where the cost is low, but you can sell high, you see? So African drawing, to draw, the cost is low, right? But some people will pay $100 for it in America, you see? So because it's original, it's not made in China. The African drawings in America are made in China. You understand? So that's what I would do. Try to do some stuff first until you're ready, and then you start to do some investment. I want to know if you have a slide for this session. I'm sorry I don't, but we have our YouTube channel, so you can watch the whole video at our YouTube. Okay. All right. I understand that some of you need to go to work. Okay. So for those need to fasting, I understand. Thank you, Mr. Benson. My grandmother forced me to enroll a degree course in my country in an expensive school. I don't want to be a sheep because I want to be a lone wolf. Ha ha ha. That's why I find ways. Now, Mr. Clyde, it's true. I cannot tell you whether expensive universities are good or bad. But I can tell you one thing. If you have a good character, you can be successful anywhere. The key to life is not which university you have, because, hey, there are a lot of people unemployed with degrees today. A lot. You understand? A degree doesn't guarantee you job anymore. Your grandmother is from the 1950s. So during that time, it's true. If you have a degree, guarantee job, because degrees are like antiques. The more we have, the lesser value you're going to be. I'm sorry. I know I sound very mean. You know, the lesser the value you're going to be. So the key thing is build a strong character. A course is important, like whether it's a diploma program or a degree program or postgraduate program. You know, education is also very important. You need to know key terms like debit, credit, you know, insurance sales, you know, leverage, what the word leverage means in business, what is networking, HR policies. So education is still important, but a good, strong character is more important than education. And that's why 90% of the bosses in the world have no education. All right. Now, thank you for, what about hijab wearing woman photo on CV? Is it less chance to get a job? Miss Aisha, again, it depends. If you apply for a job in Singapore, then the answer is no. Understand? If you apply for a job in Afghanistan or Dubai, the answer is yes. So it still depends on how you customize yourself for which company you want to work for. Like Mr. Romanan, Shaman, you're from Pakistan, right? So again, you see, Pakistani. Now, yeah, some people will say that, oh, why you're such a racist? I'm not. The world is a racist world, you see? So if I were you, I will remove my nationality to apply for overseas job first. You understand? You want to secure a chance to be interviewed first. So when Mr. Shaman is a very good guy, he can speak very well, you know, he's very intelligent, very hardworking. So when the boss speaks to him and he possesses all this character, and then when eventually when he tells the boss that he's a Pakistani, the boss will still be okay. You see, because he put his religion and nationality aside, he's selling himself now. You see, so again, please, it depends on what positions you're applying for. Okay, the next question, what do you consider to be a high salary? Oh man. You're asking the wrong person. This is a $7,000 watch. This is a 1,400 Samsung phone. This is $150 Marshall headphones. Okay, you know what I mean, huh? Okay, this is a pure silver pen, pure silver. Now, I hate working for people. Okay, I really do. I'm sorry. I hate working for people. I think that everybody needs to be bosses. Okay, when you look at jobs, you should look at two ways. The first way is you pray that you have a good boss. If you're a good boss, then it's okay to work for him. Okay, if you don't, you should think that the salary that you have is actually an income for you to own your own business one day. Treat your salary, that whatever you have now, as pocket money, that one day you will have your own business. So high salary, it depends. It really depends on what kind of lifestyle do you want to have. You know, end of the day is your lifestyle. Who you want to marry. Mr. Look, if you want to have the prettiest girl from Vietnam to marry you, God, you better be a fucking millionaire. Okay, let me tell you, Mr. Look, this is reality shit. For all those guys that always read your Instagram photos, right? And if you want the prettiest girls in the world to be your wives, you better be a multi-millionaire because pretty girls are not cheap. You understand? So again, I cannot tell you what is considered a high salary. It depends on what you want in life. You understand? So if you want just a normal life, I guess 1,500 USD is enough in Vietnam, but you can never buy a house in Vietnam unless you go to Da Nang. Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, no way. Da Nang, possible. Okay? So again, it depends on what you want. Okay, now, again, I don't want to work for people. So usually I will encourage people to be bosses in the future. Let me tell you the truth. Now, having to me a job is secured. Okay, yes, it's secured. But if you're off during your off days, do something. Unless you're in the sales position. A sales position is a good job to have because you are learning how to sell. So when you learn how to sell, means one beautiful day, you can set up any business you want and sell your own products and services. Remember, some of you went to my orientation, right? I told you before, business and sales are the best jobs in the world. And I'm not lying to you. They are. Because when you learn how to sell in a company, it's like learning how to sell your own products and services one day. You know, you can be selling cakes that you made. You can be selling avocado juice. I know a lot of bosses in Singapore are multi-millionaires by selling avocado juice. You understand? So jobs to me are tools for you to learn so that one day you can have your own business. Because when you have a job, you know, just like a lot of our staff lost their jobs during COVID-19, retrenchment, financial, like Ukraine. Hey, what happened to Ukraine now, right? So what happened to Sri Lanka recently, right? All the government officers in Sri Lanka resigned. You see? So if you depend on jobs, you're dead. You're dead because there is no such thing as a secured job. There's secured skills and a secured person. A secured person with secured skills can do anything, even if they don't have a job. You can sell flowers. A lot of people make a lot of money by selling flowers. You see? So that's why I tell you that sales skills are the best skills to have. Okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm running a business and doing marketing. If I resume 7S exit, therefore abroad in Singapore, I mean, Singapore is hiring people. You know, we have a lot of foreigners working in our country. So again, the key is to trick the Singapore boss to interview you. Okay, that's the key. That's the key, to trick the Singapore boss to interview. Because if they're going to find that you are Bhutanese, some of these stupid Singapore bosses don't even know where Bhutan is. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. Not we ask the Africans. Some of the Africans don't even know where Bhutan is. So Singapore is still the same, you know. So my advice is remember to trick strategies, use strategies. The exam situation, I'm not sure about the exam situation. You need to ask your consultant. Sir, my question is about attracting people with certificate and job experience will be more if we attach certificates. Yes. Again, remember this. If you if you put 50 certificates on your resume and people still think that you're jobless, that means 100% the boss will think that you're an idiot. How can someone have 50 certificates and still cannot find a job? Put the important certificates. You understand? So example, if you want an office job, then maybe you went for team community training. That means teamwork training. Yeah, you put a certificate like that because it's teamwork, right? You work in the office, it comes with teamwork, right? So again, do not put your 50,000 certificates on your resumes, and you're still jobless. 100% the boss think that you're an idiot. Believe me. Okay, so put relevant certificates for the relevant positions. Okay, next question. What for yourself? You want a killer resume for your self-employed? I never wrote a resume in my life, so I cannot give you an answer. Seriously, I didn't have a resume in my life, so I cannot give you an answer for that. All right. Okay, good. Yep. Show us some obstacles. Yep, thank you. I like the way you talk. It's very realistic. Yep, it will take only a short time to prepare. Yep, correct. You're right. This generation, I think, sir, backing are more important than qualifications. It's true. If you have a strong network, of course, it's easier. Like I know a lot of people in your country pull strings for their children to get good jobs. I know one guy in Uzbekistan. That guy's a dumbass, really a dumbass, but he still managed to get a job in one of the biggest banks in Uzbekistan. Yep, that is true. But the problem is, if you don't have this network, stop thinking about this, because other people have network has nothing to do with you. You understand? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's true. I know, especially in your countries, if you have network, it's easier to get a better job. That's true. It's true. It's not lying. It's the truth, the true fact. But if you don't have backing, stop it. Stop thinking about this backing shit. It has nothing to do with you anymore. Why are you overthinking things that you don't have? So be smart. If you cannot go by left, go by right. And you still go to the same destination. You understand? Like in Sri Lanka, if you get a good job, yeah, you need to have network. I know. Some of them even pay money to the bosses to hire these people. It's true. I understand that. But if you don't have this backing, stop going by right. Go by left. Okay? What should I do now as a Myanmar citizen? I know in Myanmar it's a bit tough because of the army occupation. Now, if you are a Burmese citizen, I'm telling you, in 2 years' time, Japan is opening up. Okay? Japan is opening up. And I know in Japan, they are still a very racist country. They like Burmese people and Vietnamese there. Okay, so if I were you, of course, you need to learn, like what you're doing now is learning. So you need to improve your knowledge. And meanwhile, if you have time, go to YouTube and learn Japanese. Okay, JLPT level 4. Because to work in Japan, you must have a JLPT level 4 result. So in the next coming years, Japanese people are hiring people because they are one of the oldest population in the world, but they want to integrate people with similar skin color. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit racist because it is. All right. So people like Myanmar, people from Vietnam, people from Malaysia, Chinese, Thailand, you will have a lot of good job opportunities in Japan soon. Okay, so let's say for those Burmese people, you know, yeah, I know it's a hard time. So this is if you really want, because Singapore is different. Singapore still need good English level. You understand? You still need a different category of people. But in Japan, because Japan country is huge, it's a fucking big country, you know. So they need at least 500,000 foreign workers by the end of this year. So if you're from Myanmar or Vietnam, perhaps this is one of the options you should choose if you want to get out from your country. Singapore is a bit challenging because our country is small. How many Burmese people can we hire in our country? Right? So Japan, and remember again, when you go to Japan to work, you don't be choosy, yeah? You do not go and apply for an engineer position in Japan when Japanese are famous for engineering. That is stupid. You don't care. As long as the pay is good, even you clean toilet, you take it first. Be practical first. You understand? So for those Burmese people, if they're going to pay you 2,000 American dollars to clean toilets, take it first. Take it first. Get into the country first, and then you can find opportunities. Strategy. All right. So for the Burmese people, I think that Japan will be a very good option for you in the upcoming months. Do some research on that. Okay. Next question. Excellent presentation, boss. Internship is the way to go. Correct. I did internship. By the way, I am a teacher by profession. After 6 months, I worked extra hard. My boss gave me the job. Yeah, correct. There you go. Good idea, right, Mr. Joseph? Yeah, man. It's true. I'm looking forward to do internship with you, boss. Yeah. I'm not your boss. Yes, we do offer internship soon. So please ask your trainers and they will give you the time for it. All right. Outstanding. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How to proceed a degree holder proof if I finish my study in 2 years and I want to proceed to a 4-year degree? It depends. I cannot tell you whether a degree is useful or not. Okay, because I think the knowledge of a degree is useful, but the certificate might not be useful. Knowledge is number one, because I usually do not encourage people to work. I always tell people working is for you to learn to become a businessman. I always tell people like that. You understand? So minimum education you need to have, but I cannot tell you whether it's the best or not. But my suggestion is take one step at a time first. Get a diploma first, because who knows, maybe a diploma is enough. One step at a time first. Do not overthink like, oh, should I get a master's? Should I get a PhD? That's overthinking. Overthinking. Young people like to overthink because you want to plan the perfect plan. There is no such thing as a perfect plan. The Burmese people didn't know that the army will occupy the country, right? In the end, they did. The Ukrainians didn't know that Russia will attack their country. In the end, they did. The Sri Lankans didn't know that 99% of their politicians will resign yesterday, but they did. Plans always change because environment change, politics change, society change. You must have a goal. That's a goal. Okay, what is a goal? Goal means I want to be rich. Okay, for example, if your goal is I want to be rich, right? Right, Mr. Ang Miak Tun, your goal is to be rich. R-I-C-H. There you go. That's a goal. But is there a plan to be rich? No. Goal to be rich. What are the goals to be rich? Skill sets, possibilities of running a business, do sales. But what kind of things are you going to sell? Nobody knows. Nobody knows that face masks can make you a millionaire, right? But they did during COVID. You see, maybe Mr. Tung is going to Japan so that he can find a rich Japanese woman to get married so that he can become rich. That is also a goal. So there's a lot of love scam everywhere. You understand? So remember, plans always change, but don't change your goals. Okay? If you cannot go by left, you go by right. So finish one thing at a time first. Finish one thing at a time first. Stop overthinking things. Okay? Can you, oh yeah, someone asked a question. Can you tell me more about the business club that you are planning to organize? Yes, it's true. By the end of April, we are going to create another type of training called the business club. The business club is practical ways of doing real business. Okay, like example, maybe you want to sell some online stuff. Maybe you want to open a cake shop. So the business club is basically a strategy that I want to use to create affordable side hustle. Affordable side hustle means we're going to teach you things like how to create a food business from your kitchen. Maybe Miss Rosanne can make fried chicken. I don't know. Can cook really delicious fried chicken. So that's the business club. So business club is designed for affordable business that anyone can do. Maybe from the kitchen. Fried chicken. Why can't you sell fried chicken from the kitchen? You can. It's just that you didn't know how to do it, right? So maybe Mr. Lorenzo can sell African art to Americans. You see, so that's what we call the business club is about. So the business club is to design for compact, affordable, home-based type of side business that our students can get involved. That doesn't cost money. You understand? So it's affordable within your range. Okay? Maybe Miss Huyen can teach Vietnamese online. Why not? You see, that's a business, right? Teaching Vietnamese language. There's a lot of Europeans, a lot of Westerners go to Vietnam for holiday, right? Maybe she can create some basic Vietnamese course for people to learn. So that's what the business club is about. Business club is not for prestige. You're not going to have a multi-billion business. That's above my pay grade. I cannot help you with that. You're going to look for Jeff Bezos. I cannot help you for that. So it's for practical, home-based, affordable, compact business. That's what a business club is for. Okay, thank you. Planning to open my mobile beauty salon. Yeah, very, very good idea, Miss Celine Delay Success. I cannot pronounce your surname, but yeah, that's what the business club is about. Business club is for, like, some of you have skill sets, how to arrange compact business, like beauty. Like, I know a lot of people in Malaysia, what they do is they do portable beauty business. That means they go to your house to do manicures, manicures on your fingers, painting, things like that, and they do facial makeup, things like that. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Yeah. So I'm happy that you are going forward, so you should. And again, the number one rule in setting up any business you want to do is that you must be able to do marketing. Okay, this is important. Even you have the best product in the world, you have the best service in the world, but if you're shit in marketing, your products and service is still shit because nobody has the chance to do it. So Miss Lindelay, if you want to understand, the key thing is to learn marketing because you must be able to sell your service. Okay, that's important. Next question. When will you post the qualification to needed for this business club? Oh, there's no qualification as long as you are our student. All right, our full-time student. I mean, as long as, for example, Julie Jean is our full-time student. I mean, not full-time student. You know, for those like Lorenzo, I think he's a full-time student as well. So as long as you are our actual student, you can join the business club. And the business club is going to be something very, very crazy. Really. Ah, shit. There's so much things that we are planning now. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Knowledge is better than college. Yes, dance. Yeah. Well, it's yes and no. Knowledge is important. College is also important because when you have knowledge and certificate, hey, you can get most jobs in the world. Okay, thank you. Nice topic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was working as a teacher locally and abroad mostly. I work for degree holders, but I'm not. The pandemic slows down. I'm planning to work abroad as a teacher. I resent to Mr. Wally, but no feedback yet. Yes, you see again, Miss Louis Senior. You see, you make the fatal mistake of every person in the world. I guess that you are a nice person, but then you are a commoner. Commoner means there are many teachers just like you that exist on this earth. So make sure maybe your resume is a professional resume. Maybe that's the problem, and that's why Wally didn't care. If you put Angelina Jolie's picture on the resume, you see, Mr. Wally will call back. So maybe again, your resume. Do not make your resume the same as everyone. Okay, so maybe that's the thing. But then again, don't worry, we are hiring people soon. Around April period, the business club and our internship and all these kind of things, we're going to rehire people again. So yes, you can keep a lookout for that. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. So when we join the business club, we can share our business strategy or business ideas and skills. You can share your ideas, but you have no skills. I'm sorry. Okay, now ideas you can, yeah. Skills, hey, you must. Okay, to me, yeah, the number one skill you need to learn in business is sales. The rest is all bullshit. Okay, I repeat again. Now you are not Apple. Okay, you're not Apple. Apple have billions of dollars, right? You're not Google, you're not SpaceX, you are not McDonald's, you are not Kentucky Fried Chicken, you are not Jollibee. You're not. So be practical. It's okay to have big goals, but you must learn how to do baby steps first. So the key thing is the ability to do sales first. That is the number one skill you must have. Okay, that's the number one skill. Even you have the best products in the world, if you cannot sell, it's still a shit product. Can you imagine, Lorenzo? Can you imagine now? I use your face. I use your face. And I pretend to sell African drawings to Americans. They will buy from me. I catfish you. I'll pretend to be you. Now you get it? Now you understand what I'm saying? So can you imagine, Miss Roseanne? you're selling fried chicken. Fried chicken, huh? And I'm the one that is using your face, but I'm the one going to speak, and I'm not the one going to sell. There. I can sell fried chicken. Now you understand that Miss Majula, maybe you want to sell accounting services in Sri Lanka, right? So imagine if I use your face, but I use my skill sets, I can sell accounting services in Sri Lanka. Now you get it? Sell. Never be ashamed of sales. If no sales in Japan, no jobs in Japan. If no sales in Singapore, no jobs in Singapore. You know the difference between Bhutan and Singapore? You want to know the difference between Bhutan and Singapore? Both of us are very small countries. It's just that our sales kick ass in Singapore and Bhutan sales is terrible in Bhutan. That's the difference. That's really the difference. You understand? That's the real difference. That's it. Why we kick ass in Singapore? Why in Sri Lanka it's terrible? Yeah, of course, Miss Majula will say it's the politician, blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. Because Sri Lankans cannot sell. They cannot sell. They cannot bring tourists there. They cannot bring investments there. They cannot bring anything abroad. That's the real answer. That's the real answer. Why China, America are one of the richest countries in the world? Because China can really sell. America can really sell. Learn how to do sales. Really. It's a magical profession. It's a secured profession. You will never be jobless. All right. All right, guys, that's it. We have come to the end of the classes. All right, it's been a bit late. I know some of you look tired. It's been a long day. It's been a sad day, So yeah, again, keep your chin up. Understand? Your life is miserable because you suck. Believe me. But the good news is you can change. That's the good news I can give you. Yeah, I know some of you have this sucky feeling. My life is terrible. I have a shit job. It's true. It's true. That's true. You suck. Okay, you suck. But I repeat again, you're not a fish. A fish cannot change. You are not a giraffe. A giraffe cannot change. You're not an elephant. Elephants cannot change. Elephant cannot slim down. Humans can. Okay? You understand? Elephants cannot slim down. Humans can. So ultimately, there is hope. There is always hope. And I'm going to tell you one thing before I leave tonight. I think during some of my classes, I will tell you this. You only have one talent. Just one. You only have one ability. Just one. Your only talent and the only ability that you have today is the ability to be better. That's it. That is your only talent. The ability to be better. So don't fuck it up. Don't fuck your only ability up. That's your own talent. To be better. Everyone can be better. No matter how depressed you are, no matter how sad or how bad your situation is, everything can be better. Everything can be better. You just got to be better. That's all. Your focus is to be better. That's it. That's all you need to do. Fuck the rest. The rest is not important. Seriously. How people look at you, how people laugh at you, how people see you, how people racist or bias or prejudice towards you, that is not important. You just got to be better. That's it. That is the only skill you have, the only talent that you have, the only ability that you have. And that is to be better. All right, that's it. Finish 10:50. Take care of yourself. I hope to see you guys really, really soon. All right, take care of yourself. And I hope I can conduct more classes. I'm trying to find time to conduct classes. Okay, so I hope I can have more time for you guys. All right, other than that, take care of yourself. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.